Friends, we are going to see about ethics for manager. What are the ethical leadership of the good managers? Managers must provide a good role model by being ethical and honest at all times. As a leader, telling the truth, don't hide or manipulate information, admitting failure and not trying to cover it up. So communicate to each other's shared ethical values to the employees, to the stakeholders through the simple stories and slogans. Rewarding employees who behave ethically and punish those who do not. As an ethical manager, as a leader, so protecting your employees who bring to light unethical behaviors or raise ethical issues. So what are the ethical relationship with the stakeholders, owners and co-worker of ethical managers? The first thing is relationship with the owners and the stakeholders. The manager should assure of legitimacy and expediency of interest of the owners of the company. As a managers, as an ethical managers, being loyal to the stakeholders and the owners, so being responsible for owner and the stakeholders for fulfillment of task and owner strategies. The second one is relationship with the co-worker. The ethical manager should be democratic and self-confident. So what are the role and functions of ethical managers? Ethical decision-making frameworks. The managers in both large and small enterprise face difficult ethical situations daily as they attempt to do their jobs. They need to be able to reason through ethical decisions just as they would reason through any managerial problems facing them. To help managers think through ethical moral conflicts, the business ethics, Gerald Havenaugh and his colleagues have developed a decision-making framework that relies on the ideas of philosophers and the ethicists and applies those ideas to business decisions. This approach combines four methods of ethical reasoning: the rights and the duties of ethical manager, utilitarianism, justice, and the ethics of care. So into a framework that helps manager and leaders step through a logical thinking process for sort out the ethical dimensions of a difficult and inherently conflictual situations. So what are the rights and duties of good manager and the ethical managers? So rights can be viewed as the positive things that people are allowed to do, but they come with an absurd side as well in the form of duties or obligations that go along with the rights. For the example, in democratic countries, one right is the ability to vote. So along with that right comes the duty to exercise that right by actually voting. In many countries, employees are granted certain rights, such as the right to safe working conditions or a minimum wage. The employers have corresponding duties to ensure that these conditions are met. So these rights are based on laws and regulations. Other rights are based on moral grounds and are frequently written into international treaties such as the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and the Natural Environment. Such rights include respect for human dignity, which enables communities, organizations, and societies to thrive. So, utilitarianism. What is the meaning of utilitarianism? Means the assessment of the greatest good of the greatest number. The second one is justice. The just decisions requires the fairness, the equity and impartiality on the part of decision makers. So particularly with respect to the ultimate burdens and the benefits that will occur from the decision. Ethic of care. Ethical managers and leaders also need to look at the impact of your decisions on the network of relationship that will be affected. This perspective is called the ethic of care. In an organizational context, using an ethical of care, so more consideration might be given to the impact of a decision on long-term employees who are more tightly connected to the organization and its goals than to its impact on newly the hired employees. So comparative ethical behavior of managers. The managers, according to Gerald Kavanagh, and use a combination of ways of moral reasoning. So based on rights, justice, utility and care. So when they face a moral conflict and when these different ways of reasoning conflict, as they often do. To decide effectively, the managers need to take several factors into consideration as they weigh decision based on the principles of rights, justice, utility or care. For the example, they can consider whether there are overriding factors in decisions. If a decision might result in the death of a person made one way and the unemployment of a group of persons made another way, then the overriding factors might be the life-death decision. So no clear rules for making such decisions, and the judgment of the decision maker is needed to determine which the relevant factors to carry the most weight. So another considerations is whether one criterion is more the important particular situation than the others. So for the examples, if the rights or a whole group of people are to be overrun by a decision, that factors might override the fact that one or two individuals would not be treated fairly when the decision is made. Other decision-making aids for managers include thinking about whether they would want their decision made public. For example, to appear on the front page of a newspaper or on television. If they are uncomfortable with such transparency, it would be well to apply an ethical analysis to the decision. For managers operating in different countries around the world, it is useful to remember that virtually every nation of the world has at its care some versions of the golden rule, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. In consideration might be whether there are incapacitating factors such as force or violence that would come into play in making the decision. For instance, to stop a strike which might violate a person's right to strike, but to forestall the destruction and injury if the strike turned violent. The decision can be considered ethical when there is no intent to make an unethical decisions. So when a bad effect is simply or by a product, and when the good outcome is sufficiently good that it outweighs the bad. The relativism suggests that a decision is all right if it is apparently culturally acceptable, irrespective of the consequences or harms. Thank you.